Hi, this is my cellular transport. Please excuse my horrible voice because I have a cold today and it's not going so well. Thank you. Please enjoy. Basically, diffusion is the movement of molecules from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. So clearly in the picture on the left side, the molecules are in a higher concentration, and the right side is the molecules where they're less concentrated. And consequently, the higher concentrated molecules would eventually equally dissolve in the right side, which will create an equal amount of molecules on both sides. So the osmosis is the diffusion of water molecules from higher concentration to a lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So the hypotonic solution has a lower concentration of solutes and higher concentration of water molecules. So this makes the solute move out of the cell more easily, while the water molecules will enter easily. Hypertonic solution is a movement of high concentrated solutes moving into the cell, while the lower concentrated water molecules move out of the cell. So the isotonic solution has an equal amount of water molecules and solutes. So the isotonic movement is the water molecules and the solutes moving in and out of the cell at the same time. I meant at the same rate or speed. So mainly, the facilitated diffusion is the movement of molecules through a protein channel, and the special characteristic of this diffusion is that they don't require any energy during the process. Exocytosis, as the word literally means going out, in the word root exo, is the movement of substances exiting the cell. Specifically, it is transferred by the diffusion of the vesicle and the membrane. Endocytosis is the movement of substances trying to enter the cell. Then the membrane wraps itself around the substance to eventually form a vesicle. Lastly, the vesicle diffuses with the lysosome, which breaks down the substances into smaller parts that the cell can obtain. Phagocytosis is one of many types of endocytosis. Its membrane obtains the substance trying to get in and simply breaks it down. So basically, sodium-potassium pump is the movement of sodium and potassium moving against a concentration gradient from a lower concentration to a higher concentration. And the thing that's special about them is that they pump 3 sodium ions out of the cell for every 2 potassium ions they pump in. And this process requires a lot of energy, which is probably the ATP. So the active transport is the movement of molecules through a semi-permeable membrane that requires energy because it moves from a lower concentrated area to a higher concentrated area. But while the active transport requires energy, passive transport does not require any energy because the molecules are moving from a higher concentrated area to a lower concentrated area. Facilitated transport, on the other hand, does not require any energy like the passive transport. However, this specific sort of transfer requires a protein channel for the substances to travel easily in and out.